The leaner of the pack. Party is raging tonight, man. Listen to that. Well, a good evening and a baba booey to y'all. Favorite Jarritos? I don't know, man. I kind of like them all. Jarritos. I like the orange Jarritos, probably. Tamarindo, pretty good. I like them all. Like I've never had a Jarritos that I didn't like. Something to listen to while you clean, bro. What are you cleaning for? That's lame. Cleaning is for losers. Jarritos. Yeah, Jarritos makes a bunch. There's like a lime one. There's a... Somebody said like the tamarindo. I think there's like a watermelon or a strawberry. Wish I had some Jarritos right now, man. Tear up some Jarritos. Coconut is good, dude. The fucking Sonic blue coconut slush, that's the shit right there. Get the blue coconut slush next time you're over there. Trust me. Just letting you know. That's the #1 slush. Man, they're having a fucking blast over there today. Let the great experiment begin. Let's not just do this. Let's not just list off our favorite drinks for the next half hour, okay? Let's spare ourselves pretending that we give a fuck. And let's just be honest about the fact that we don't. We don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck what my favorite drinks are, and I don't give a fuck what yours are. Nobody gives a fuck. Good to see you, Paul. Yeah, good to see you too. Just kidding, I don't know who the fuck you are. Dude, I don't think I can rage out like that. That party sounds like the vibe is too up for me. The noisy neighbors bothersome to you, or you chill with it? I'm chill with it. I mean, it's like outside here, and it's Saturday night. You know what I mean? Somebody's throwing a rager. I don't give a fuck. Don't bother me none. I can't hear it inside my house. That's all that really matters. Like if they were bumping this shit right in my fucking front lawn every weekend and shit, I'd probably have trouble with it. Like if I lived over there, I probably would feel different about it than I do now. But I'm a pretty good ways away from wherever that rager's at, so. Anything exciting for your Saturday? No, we filmed today, so just a work day for me. Got our one day off tomorrow, and then back to the grindstone. We started a 2-week plan to put back what we used during the hurricane outage where we weren't filming. The guys were kind of like displaced for a couple of weeks, if you remember. And so we made a plan into last week to put it all back. And we wanted to get it done sooner rather than later because all of us feel better when we've got plenty in the bank. And pretty much all of us are going to be looking at moving here within the next few months. As far as I know, well, I'll only speak for myself. I get the feeling that the guys are finally going to move, but I've said that before. So I'll speak for myself. I'm moving in the next couple of months. I'll be zooming to the new bunker. I'm muscular and 6'2". At first glance, I'm just fat. How do you, as a fellow fatty, get someone emotionally and physically interested in you? Not an incel or a need. Just going through a dry spell. Bisexual, by the way. I don't know, man. Like, I feel kind of like bad saying this, but I've coasted on my personality my whole life. Like, say what you want about me. There, like, clearly is something about my personality that's a little bit magnetic. Because I've never had a problem. I've never once in my life had a problem. Like getting a date or finding somebody to be with or sleep with or whatever the fuck. And, you know, I'm self-aware enough to look in the mirror and know that it ain't on looks, you know? So, you know, people like to be made to laugh. I know that that's the truth. If you can make somebody laugh, you're in like Flynn, you know? That doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to be fucking, but you know, it's a good foot in the door. Say what you want about it, and like you as a bisexual, you have to understand that like I've never dated a dude, and so I can't really speak to that, but I do know for a fact that this idea that all women are into like these like jock dudes with washboard abs and shit that look like something that came off the cover of GQ. I mean, I'm not saying that women don't look at them and go like, but when it comes to like what they actually want, there's a lot of women out there who are attracted to bigger dudes, you know, fat guys or more rotund guys or beardy guys or shorter guys or taller guys. You know what I mean? That's just never been an issue. So but I don't know, man. I don't know if that's typical results or not. Yeah, I don't know. Look at the bongos going. I can hear it. It's cliche, but women are usually attracted to confidence. Yeah, I mean, there are different types of confidence too. There's like a boisterous confidence that attracts some people. And then there's a quiet confidence that attracts some people, and then there's a nonchalant confidence that attracts some people. But I definitely think that, like, what do you call it? Like, if you wear all of your insecurity on your sleeve, it's going to be harder for you to find somebody who wants to deal with you, you know? Horn section is going off too tonight. Jesus. See what I mean about the energy of this party, dude? I don't think I could do it. I'd be dead. Too frenetic. I guess they're having a fiesta, bro. That's what it sounds like to me. Pretty much every Saturday night, whoever is, it's somebody that's like a kind of neighbor a couple blocks over from me. They throw a fucking mariachi rager pretty much every Saturday during the summer. In the winter times, I hardly ever heard it, but on these summer times, dude, every fucking night. I guess I can't blame them, dude. If I had like a big plot of land out here and the money to throw a rager every weekend, I might do that. Maybe. Throw a mariachi rager every weekend, bro. Sounds good to me. I could be into it. The rumba beat, bro. Makes me miss the days of small house parties with a band playing. Oh yeah, man. Little house party, little block party, dude. I got that shit in my blood. I like that stuff. But I feel like people don't really people don't get down like that. You know? Like, I don't know that I've ever been to a party that's been that, because it's just constant. Like, this song has been going on now for what? Like, the whole time I've been doing this? I don't think there's been a pause. It's a 15-minute song that's morphed into like 4 different songs, like a medley that they're playing over there. Just goes. Thanks for the honest answer. It makes things easier. No confidence in the system. That's right, buddy. That's right, buddy. Dude, the internet has been all aflutter recently. The little political sphere on Twitter and shit. Oh my god, bro. AOC has shaken the foundations, bro. The dress into the present vote has left people stunned. It's stunned people, dude. They don't know what to do. Oh, and shit. I checked in on fucking, I haven't fucking watched a video of his in probably over a month, maybe even 2 months. But I saw a Jimmy Dore tweet today that I thought was like ironic, but I went and looked. I guess Jimmy Dore is like flirting with being an anti-vaxxer now. It's just like, oh man, what's it? What? Like, I don't know. From what I read, it didn't sound like he was like gone. He didn't sound like he went totally down the anti-vax rabbit hole, but he's on the ivermectin train. Yeah. Oy. The fuck? This goes to show you. There's just no accounting issue to issue. Yeah, I didn't have that space on my bingo card either. You know, I'm not incredibly shocked by it just because of how fucking insane people are going ideologically speaking now, but it just seems a little out of character, but maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I don't pay very much attention to Jimmy Dore. I like him now because he's kind of an anti-establishment dude. Pretty good at calling out, you know, liberal nonsense and do nothingness and inaction and all that shit, but I don't know how you mix that with ivermectin, bro. It's just not a it's not a smoothie I'm used to drinking, you know what I mean? Ivermectin. Oh man. I want to know who this band is. It never stops. This song is now almost a 20-minute song. Got a whole horn section. They got clarinet going at it. Go ask them what it is. I'm not walking all the way over there, bro. You kidding me? I honestly don't even know what house it is. It's like I said, it's like 2 or 3 blocks from me. That drummer has got to be fucking trenched. Yeah, it just hasn't stopped. And it's such a fucking high staccato rhythm that he's keeping. Dude, they got a whole ass clarinet solo going on over there. Hear it? Dude, the clarinet or whatever that is that they're playing makes it sound vaguely like Jewish or Middle Eastern. But the fucking chord progression and shit is so clearly mariachi. But when that fucking clarinet solo kicks in, dude, it sounds like Hasidic music or Arabic music that I've heard. It's just interesting. I believe the accepted term is Jusic. Oh, okay. Jusic. I would master the piano. What's the strain that I've got here? This is Blue Biscotti. Nice, yeah. Still going. They stopped. It's a break in the song. Dude, that was a straight up 20-minute long song. Crazy. Dude, I don't know. That might be their farewell song for the night. You never know. Dude, they took like a 15-second break and launched right back in. That's a band right there, dude. Band is raging. Anyway. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted tonight, but I'm really liking the music. It adds a little something that it's drifting and echoing in from the distance, you know? Heard the Moderna vac is more effective than J&J and Pfizer. Your thoughts? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know that it's like the 2-shot variant of the thing is more effective than the 1-shot. I think the Johnson & Johnson is the 1-shot. Like, of course, getting vaccinated at all is better than no vaccine. But I think that the 2-shot vaccines confer more coverage. So that's all I know. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I can get a booster in my area, I might be able to get one now, honestly. I'd have to call and find out. No, I haven't played any Crusader Kings in a long time. My college is kicking people off campus for not getting vaccinated. Thoughts? Good. Good for your school. Like, good. That should happen everywhere. There shouldn't be a single anti-vax person or unvaxxed on a bus going anywhere where there's a conglomeration of people indoors for public business. They should be barred from everything until they're vaccinated. Period. And they've had close to a year now to get it too. So this whole like, oh, you're gonna deny me basically. You had fucking a whole ass year to get your ass in gear. Time to lock the doors on these motherfuckers, dude. There's nothing you can do, bro. You may as well not even waste your breath. Let's just put it this way. I have a group of family members who is anti-vax, and I don't even look at it as a something that I attempt to fucking talk to them about anymore. They got their freedoms. Nothing you say is going to do it. Government action is needed. There's no, like, if we could reason these people out of it, they would have been reasoned out of it a long time ago. And we'd be sitting at a fucking 85, 90% vax rate countrywide. They started offering the vaccines to people in limited batches in certain fucking states almost a year ago, bro. But, okay, let's say everybody's had 6 months. Is 6 months an insufficient time to go to Walgreens for 5 seconds and get a shot for free? Sorry, if you haven't been able to wander your way into a CVS or a Walgreens and get a free shot in the last 6 months, your ass doesn't get to go anywhere or do anything. You don't get to go to concerts, you don't get to fly on planes, you don't get to fucking get on a bus, you don't get to go to a theater. You don't get to go to a fucking any conglomeration of people. Not getting vaccinated. Don't care what you think. Then don't come fucking crying to me for prayers when you're on a fucking ventilator, bro. Your kind likes to do that, dude. I've seen plenty of your kind. You ever seen the fucking collages they make of dipshits like you? I ain't getting no vaccine. And then it ends with, somebody please pray for my husband. He was put on a ventilator today. You won't, yeah. They wouldn't either. They wouldn't either, though. But for some reason, you won't. Yeah, dude. Edgy Mona Lisa Joker PFP. Getting my second jab on Tuesday. Good for you, buddy. Well, unfortunately, some people legitimately can't get vaccinated due to, like, fucking, immuno fucking deficiency and shit. And it's not, they shouldn't have to fucking die with the rest of the morons. So if it was just them that was croaking, I wouldn't give a fuck. Dude, if it worked like you go get a shot, you're immune, and everybody that doesn't get the shot just dies of it, wouldn't give a fuck. Just doesn't work that way, though. They spread it around to people. They give it to older people who end up dying from it. They give it to younger people who end up dying from it. Well, none of them do that though. None of them do that. They all go to the hospital. That's the ultimate final act of hypocrisy from stupid fucks that don't get vaccinated. Is they wake up one day and they can't breathe, and then they go to the hospital, which is overflowing with dumb fucks just like them, and they get parked on a bed in a fucking hallway somewhere waiting for an ICU bed, and a lot of them just croak right there. So, well, let me read the paragraph that this moron typed me. I don't care what crypto fascist trying to shame people into doing what they want them to thinks. I take all necessary precautions already and wear mask everywhere I go. I don't give a fuck what you do, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you do, homeboy. I wear mask everywhere I go. I don't care what crypto fascists say, you dumb fuck. Look at the growing number of your kind that end up fucking. I ain't getting no vax, no Fauci ouchie for me. Please pray for me, y'all. They put me on a ventilator. You dumb fucks. How many times you gotta see the fucking cycle? Just go get the shot, pussy boy. Walk into a Walgreens and say, hello, I'd like my COVID-19 shot, please. You made several typographical errors, bro. And that's not the biggest errors that you've made in here tonight, dude. The biggest error, in my opinion, centered around you, was your dad busting a nut in your fucking sloppy ass mom, dude. If your dumb ass hadn't been born, there'd be one less fucking plague rat squirming around out there. Yeah, the typos plus the dumbass opinion make you sound like what you are, a fucking just barely above Neanderthal. Just barely. Literally a fucking cave person, bro. You just want normalcy? Then tell this dumb fuck and people like him to go and get fucking the shot. What do you care anyway, Mr. Bring on the Nukes? Dude, your trolling is fucking terrible, bro. Terrible, bro. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You're really bad. Like, dude, when trolling became like, hey, everybody thinks I'm a dumbass. It's like, man, fuck. Good enough to make respond, parent. Good enough to make respond. Yeah, dude, you were good enough to get me to fuck on you for like 20 minutes. Congrats, bro. Everybody in the room thinks you're a fucking dipshit, bro. There's your round of applause, homeboy. Dude, how fucked up do you gotta be that that's what gets your jollies going, dude? I want to go in a room and make everybody in there think I'm a fucking moron. Too stupid. Too stupid to live. Too stupid to live. Dude, he's been chubbed up. Oh, dude, yeah, George Carlin would definitely have liked to live through this little era. The fungus stream, it was fine. It was a pretty fucking mellow trip. I didn't take a huge dose, so, but it was nice. Yeah, I'd do it again. I'm gonna go do it again right now. Fuck. Why the fuck not? I'm off tomorrow. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to eat mushrooms with this going on. Maybe I do though. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. One, for the mushrooms. Two, for the no mushrooms in the chat right now. Let's do it. 3 for the matinee. Oh man, we got a mixed bag here tonight. 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Uh-oh. I think I kind of want to be on mushrooms and hear this. Man, that is not a fun taste. Caveman mode, though. It's the only way to do it. Ugh. And you have to chew it up, too, for the best, quickest effect. Yeah, they taste awful, man. I mean, they grow in cow shit. Not exclusively, but... How many? I ate 2 big caps. I would say they're probably 3/4 of a gram a piece. Big caps. I man mode it always. I don't dilute them. I don't wash them down with fucking syrup and shit. I get them chewed up. I get everything fucking swallowed, and then I take a drink. So basically a microdose? No. A microdose is like 0.2 grams psilocybin or something daily. It would have been like maybe like a tenth of what I just ate is a microdose. Two big caps too. There's some little like stimmy smaller caps in there. I grabbed two of the big bad boys out of my stash and ate them fucking stem, cap, and all. Yeah, I mean, it's not, I didn't take like a gigantic mushroom dose or whatever the fuck, but it's enough. It'll be a nice little mellow trip for me. Ugh. I'm gonna have chunks of this shit coming out of my teeth forever. See you later. You ever think the events of Mario are a hallucination as soon as he collects his first power-up? Probably before that. Dude, are you kidding me? A plumber that goes to a fucking mushroom kingdom to save a fairy princess from a bunch of walking mushrooms, fucking flying turtles, fucking anthropomorphic birds that shoot eggs and shit, motherfucker, yes. Mario is a gigantic trip. It's a trip after a trip after a trip, dude. In Super Mario 2, it even fucking tells you. They call it a dream or whatever, dude, but you get done beating the giant fucking toad at the end of it. The big goddamn frog boss after you whooped ass on a bomb-throwing rat, a three-headed hydra. I mean, you've been everywhere. And then it's like, oh, it was a dream in Mario's head. Bullshit. I know what it was. I know what Mario dropped. Strike it up again, boys. Super Mario Brothers 2 is actually, like, in retrospect, my favorite Mario game. I'm not to denigrate Mario 3, but when we're talking classic Mario games, if I have my choice between 1, 2, and 3, I'm picking up 2 every time. And yes, nobody fucking typed me a paragraph about how 2 was some other game and it was just like reskinned as a Mario game. It's a fucking great game. I don't want to hear it. I know it. Trust me. I just had to say that because I know there was going to be some actually professor that was going to say, actually, Super Mario 2 is not actually a Mario game in the strictest sense. It wasn't developed as a Mario game. It was actually called Poké-Don-Don Man and was reskinned for the American audience. The real Super Mario Bros. 2 actually appears on the Super Mario Bros. The Lost levels. It's like, yeah, I know, dude. I know, bro. See what I meant about like the arabesque kind of. But then when the horns kick in, you're like, oh, it's mariachi. Paper Mario N64 is the best Mario game. Well, see, I'm limiting it to the classic Marios, 1, 2, 3. Mario became a very different thing in 1, 2, 3, and What did they call the Super Nintendo one? It was what was the Super Nintendo? Super Mario World. Up through that is what I consider to be like the classic Mario games. And then right outside of that, but still connected, there's whatever that one was where you were a baby Mario and you mostly play as like Yoshi. Yoshi's Island, I think, was that one. That one's kind of like an offbeat in that same zone, but I don't consider it to be one of the classic Mario games. A lot of people disagree with me on that. I hated fucking Yoshi's Island. I couldn't stand it. But I loved, out of all of them, Super Mario 2, for sure. Dude, Super Mario Sunshine is great, like, but I just don't consider it to be the same as the early Mario games. Early Mario games are side-scrolling precision platformers. That's what they are. That's what's at the core of them. Their gameplay is centered around that. From Mario 64 through the current day, Mario is mostly a 3D game. They've done some like throwbacks where you do certain levels in the old 2D design, or you got to go back and play like as old Mario in an old level. But the new games, Super Mario Galaxy, Sunshine, New Super Mario Brothers. Actually, I think New Super Mario Brothers was more of a side-scrolling thing. So, but all of those don't have the same, I don't know, classic appeal to me. The Mario games that I love are the first three. Being a Sega enthusiast, what's your favorite Sega game? My favorite game for the Sega Genesis was probably not even made by Sega. In fact, I know it wasn't. It was an EA game called Road Rash. Road Rash was fucking dope. It was like a motorcycle racing game, but with combat. It's like you were an outlaw motorcycle gang that would do these illegal street races. And there were some dirty fucks like that were racing that would try and kick you or punch you or whip you off your bike with a chain, and you could try and do the same, and the cops would show up, you beat the cops. Road Rash was my fucking favorite game on the Genesis back in the day. Either Road Rash or well, it's hard to say. I played a lot of Road Rash and I played a lot of Shining Force 1 and 2. Very different types of games. So I'd say my favorite racing action game would be Road Rash. My favorite RPG probably Phantasy Star 4 or fucking one of the Shining Force games. Dude, the Sega CD was beyond epic, bro. I remember when I got that, everybody was jealous of me because, like, to be honest with you, the Sega Genesis was like the low rent console. It was like the poor kids console because it was way cheaper than the Super Nintendo and blah, 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 blah. But when they came out with that Sega CD and I was playing fucking full motion video shit and I fired up fucking Sonic CD for the first time, by the way, the pinnacle of the Sonic series right there. They still have not made a Sonic game that even comes close to equaling Sonic CD. Greatest fucking Sonic game ever made. Fire that shit up, and they just had nothing that could compete with it, you know? Sega fell from relevancy because it refused to update its hardware in a meaningful way. Sega, instead of inventing a new console, wanted to extend the life of the Genesis to the maximum possible amount. And so while Nintendo was making the Super Nintendo and starting preliminary work on what would become the Nintendo 64, which was initially intended to be a CD-based console, and then they switched to cartridge-based pretty late in the development when some shit broke down between Nintendo and the manufacturer of the disk drive that was going to be used. And Sony was starting to develop the PlayStation. Fucking Genesis was doing like, okay, now get this add-on for your Genesis called the Sega CD. Oh yeah. Now get this add-on for the fucking Sega CD and the Genesis called the 32X. And it just like, you know, it was at a time when there was this like quantum leap in the quality visually and audio wise of video games right on the horizon, and Sega just wasn't positioned to take advantage of it. Yeah, Sega TV. Sega TV was an absolutely forward-thinking, crazy fucking thing that I don't know anybody that had one. I don't know anybody that had the service, but it was a service that was available mostly in big city areas where you could play basically play Genesis games and Sega CD games and shit through your fucking cable connection. Like you didn't have to own any of them. You could just like pick, you know, if you had a subscription, you just pick a game, play it. So Sega had a lot of fucking good ideas. But yeah, they followed up with the Dreamcast or whatever the fuck, and it wasn't a big enough leap. Like it was a middle way between like the Super Nintendo / Genesis era and the PS1 era. And PS1 came along and blew doors on everybody. Like, so yeah, Sega just got kind of like muscled out of the game, in my opinion. Bye, Peyton. See ya. Ooh. Twisted Metal's a good game, dude. Saturn. Oh yeah, the Saturn. Yeah. You're right. I do mean the Saturn. People could tell when a moderator is watching them, like when the eye of the, oh yeah, dude, you feel it. You feel that icy cold chill of the eye of fucking one of the specters on you. Oh shit. Is that Jay Bumpins? Does Bumpins approach? Have a favorite Dreamcast game? My friend that had a Dreamcast had Soul Calibur 1 for it, and that's pretty much all we played on it. It was worth it, because that game was awesome. But yeah, we played Soul Calibur 1 on the Dreamcast constantly, dude. Day in and day out. He had a bunch of games, but I just never really got to play it unless, you know, he brought it over my house. Crazy Taxi, yeah. I don't know. I kind of was like a PC gamer by the time the Dreamcast was out, almost exclusively. I didn't even really have a console I was playing at the time. I had friends that had consoles that if we wanted to play some console games or some shit, one of them would just bring their system over and we'd hook it up at my pad or whatever. But I was doing just PC games by that time, almost exclusively. Music in Crazy Taxi was pretty dope. Yeah, I guess. PS1 Driver 1 was my first game after Castlevania 4 on Super. Oh, dude, Driver. Bro, that game was so fucking good. Dude, that is a game that like nobody talks about. I tell you what, the base game sucked, but it had a mode in it, like it was like a survival mode. It's all I played. Dude, I would have these competitions with my friends to see, because like in survival mode, you start in the middle of a city, and pretty much every cop in the city is chasing you, and they're trying to crash your car. and you've got to try and evade them for as long as you can. And the longer you evade them, the more points you get. And there's really no point to doing it other than just having fun with it. But I remember me and my roommate at the time would fucking have these competitions all night, trying to one up each other, to have a better run on the driver one. That game was actually really good. Story mode was, I don't know, not great, but I'm telling you, that freeform mode, psh, way ahead of its time. It was like GTA before GTA in terms of the driving. You know, you couldn't get out, and obviously it was very rudimentary one angle of GTA. But man, it was the first game to really nail driving physics and shit in a way that felt both realistic and arcadey at the same time. You know. Oh yeah, dude. Everybody I know played GoldenEye like crazy. GoldenEye was a staple. It's a game that I legit do not think I could pick up and play today. I'm so used to modern fucking shooter mechanics that, like, dude, you don't understand. Fucking that game was counterintuitive, but oh my god, once you got a feel for how to play it, dude, you could pull some crazy shit. Yeah, I played Tenchu. I remember Tenchu. I know they made some later Tenchu games that were not good, but that first Tenchu game was pretty dope. Here's hoping they bring GoldenEye to the upcoming Switch virtual. I mean, I don't know, dude. They've tried to relaunch GoldenEye and something, but the magic is gone, dude. There was something about the limited nature of the controls that made it fun to play because it added an element of skill and randomness to the game. Plus, there were just so many little game modes you could choose, like rockets only, guns only, pistols only, golden gun, where it was a one-shot kill for everybody. You could do like remote mines, which was just like everybody setting up traps, you know? It was just great. It was just fucking fun. I gotta agree about the complex controls on shooters and shit too. I'm all for some complexity and stuff, but shooters have gotten just like I'm not gonna lie, I had some fun with like the new Doom game or whatever, that Doom Eternal or whatever. I bought it on sale and I played a few hours of it, but I just got fucking tired of having to use every button on the controller to play a fucking shooter. It just doesn't feel right, dude. Shooters are supposed to be about like slippery movement, jumping and shooting and aiming and shit. And that's it, man. Having fucking 18 different buttons to do 18 different fucking moves is just getting too much. Do you like a mouse and keyboard when you play shooters? Depends on the shooter. If it's a third person shooter, I don't mind a fucking controller. But yeah, for a first person shooter, I don't know. Like I played that Doom game on a fucking controller. So I think Doom would actually be harder for that, like the modern Doom would be harder for me to play on a keyboard and mouse than it would on a controller. But I just got tired of it being so many fucking different things. But see, I like that about certain games. It's just like for me in Doom, it never clicked fully for me. But I like that over complexity in certain games. Like I love games like Eve and yeah, Elite Dangerous, and playing Neo 2 right now. Streamed a little a bit of that the other day. I like those games are just like almost autistically complex, you know what I mean? But a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, anymore, I'm like way more about kicking back and playing a game. And so if a game supports controllers, I usually will use one. Yeah, I played Sekiro. I'm really digging Neo too. It I mean, I'm fucking bad at it, bro. Like it's my first Neo game, and it's a Koei Tecmo game, Team Ninja game, which like those games are notoriously fucking hard. The last Team Ninja game I remember playing and liking, but that it kicked my ass to the point where I just couldn't finish it was oh fuck. Was it Ninja Gaiden Black? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Like the modern Ninja Gaiden remakes, they're so good, but they were so complex and fucking precise and very much precursors to the Dark Souls type of games, where you had to commit to these animations and you had to dodge timings and blocks and counters and different. Okay, we're fine. Meerkat, yeah. Dios. Dios mio, man. So what are we going to talk about? What's next on the agenda? Been yakking video games tonight, which I'm fine to do. It just seems like a topic that not a lot of people can, not everybody plays games. Descent, yeah, dude. I remember you had to have kind of a badass PC to play Descent when it came out. One of the first 3D range of motion games. Very tough. That game was hard, dude. What's up with AOC crying about the Iron Dome? What's up with it? Um, she got dressed down by the Pelos, dude. Mama Pelos unleashed the Pelosiness on her, dude. She was gonna try and vote no, but Mama Pelosi came by and said, "You bitch, you will change that vote to present, or your political career is over." And AOC was like, "But I don't wanna. I don't care what you fucking want, bitch." You can see her on the floor. Like that. This is never a positive thing. People don't like being pointed at. There are places on the planet where this is like as bad as fucking flipping somebody the bird and telling them go fuck yourself. You don't point at people. She's like all fucking like, you go watch the video, dude. It's crazy. AOC's sitting, and fucking Pelosi is just like, head to toe in like hot pink. And she's like, you can't hear what they're saying because they're not mic'd up, obviously, but Pelosi is fucking going crazy. And then she changed her vote. So much for principles. What good is having AOC there if she just bends to pressure? You got me, bro. Ask somebody who simped for AOC. Look, dude, I liked AOC. I liked the way she talked. I had, decently reasonable hopes for her when she got into office. She said a lot of the right things. But, dude, I dropped her like a hot potato as soon as I started seeing the fucking, like, really, really, when I saw the true colors was when they did absolutely nothing with these fucking must-pass bills that they had. These must-pass stimulus bills and shit. Oh my fucking God, bro. It was like the most fertile ground ever for them to be actual leftists, and just not one of them did a fucking thing. All voted to appropriate more money to police, all signed off on the fucking $500 billion or whatever, $50 billion to Israel that fucking Joe Biden did as one of his first executive actions. Joe Biden's first executive actions of note were giving like, I don't know what it was, $250 million to Raytheon and presiding over a $50 billion defense package for fucking Israel to drop on the heads of fucking Palestinian people. Yippee skippy. So, I don't know, dude. How you step in defense of that at this point? You've seen the true colors. Now, like anybody that calls himself a leftist is still making excuses for fucking AOC or this do nothing ass fucking squad. Dude, at this point, you've seen the same shit that I've seen. So now I know where you stand. You're just a fan, bro. I get it. I've been a fan too. I know what it means to be a fan. You're a fan of an artist or a football team and they drop the ball. You don't just fucking give up your fandom. You support that person. I'm not a fan of any fucking politicians, bro. I don't engage in celebrity culture when it comes to politics. I don't give a fuck. I don't stand none of them. They're only worth what they do in my eyes. These motherfuckers ain't done shit. Dude, there's a huge fucking cult that I swear to God, dude, AOC could fucking, I don't know, wipe her ass with the Declaration of Independence or something. And there would be a bunch of people out there that girl bossed her for it. You know what I mean? Like AOC could fucking literally sell out and become a Republican. And I genuinely believe that there would be a cadre of fucking people that would move over with her. She's no longer a fucking politician. She's just a celebrity now. She's got stands out there, and there's just people out there for whatever psychological reason, whether it's like, oh, my personal fucking ego is tied to this because I voted for and have been simping for her, and so sunk cost fallacy, right? I can't go like, well, I was wrong about this, so I better just keep chugging forward and hope she does something good. That's one reason. I think, like, and this is just really kind of sad. I think there's like a contingent of mostly men who think that AOC is gonna fuck them if they simp hard enough. Like you can just tell that they're like, "Oh, the reason I'm making excuses for this person is because she's physically attractive." And it's just like, ugh, I don't even know what to do with you. And then there's just people who are politically ignorant. You know? I think she's increasing her ability to affect positive change by playing the insider game, but in reality, she's just melding into the swamp. Yeah. Yeah, dude, slide into those AOC DMs, bro. Simp hard enough, and you just never know, man. You just never know. As far as we know, she's single, so you got as good a chance as anybody right now. And she definitely is not gonna date you if you fucking called her a sellout piece of fucking Pelosi butt sniffing shit. So you better fucking suck that ass. So sad. So true, though. First you get the DMs, then you get the Twitch stream, then you get your hands on the booba. Is that the way it works? I had this like idea for a song and it's stuck. Dude, it's been stuck in my head for years. I think I fucking sang it for you guys like way back when we first moved to Louisiana on a Highdeology in the old garage set out there. And I just see it as like maybe in a musical or something where there's like a girl that's breaking up with a dude, right? And she's telling him all these things in the song, like about how he's an asshole. And his response is always, you know what? So what? I saw your booba, you know? So it's like, she's like, you're a fucking disgrace. So what? I saw your booba. I'll slap you in the face. So what? I saw your booba. Like, it's just, you can't take that away from me, dude. I saw your booba. I touched your booba. You know what I mean? And she's trying to fucking explain all the reasons why she's dumping him. And he's just like, well, at least I saw your booba. You can't take that away from me. I saw your booba. Oh, man. I'm calling your mom. Tell her I saw your booba. Oh, shit, man. God damn it. Oof. I saw your booba, dude. Boobas, dude. What is this shit, bro? Why did you guys come up? What did you zoomies do? When did you start calling them boobas, dude? You zoomies gotta explain this shit to me, man. You have to explain this shit to me. Zoomies, please. Bubbles. Booba, dude. Oh, fuck. We are all doomed apes. Bippity bumpity booba. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, no. No more. No booba. No. No fairy god booba, dude. I can't deal. The fairy god boobas. Spooky. That's much better. Okay. There is a mushroom trip happening. Holy fuck. I know, dude, the band stopped. I should have taken mushrooms earlier, so I could have heard the band. The fungus among us. Dude, this fucking candle's too much. Fuck it, it's gone. You guys are gonna have to deal with the darkness now. You have to face your own inner demons now. So you have nothing but the void to look into. And don't you feel the many ink black eyes looking back at you when you stare into the void? I know I do. Stare at the void. The void. You know, if you look at the screen right now, you get a taste of what death looks like. Candles like a fucking torch in my face. Couldn't do it. Porch lights were too much too. But now, everything's perfect.
everything is as it should be. Too many eyeballs, man. Being in the complete dark at night alone is therapeutic. Oh, yeah. Plants are like proto-animals. Think about that. Plants are like life's first attempt at colonizing the entirety of the planet. Its oldest and most pervasive form of life. No predation, just existence. Look at that shit. Think about it. Trees. Oh, man. I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees. Look how many strains of cannabis there are. That is the one only organism. But that one species has so many different types. Yes. Indeed. Alex Jones references you, Paul. You should be proud. Oh, yeah? When did that happen? When did I get referenced by Alex Jones? What? He paraphrased your Ishmael post? He did what? I don't even know. You're speaking in fucking riddles, bro. You're speaking in riddles. Just out with it. babbling nonsense at me. You're babbling fucking nonsense at me, bro. You're making nonsense prattle at me. It was from your post 5 days prior to him on Tim Pool. What? Bruh. Whatever, dude. You can't. We're not communicating. We're just not communicating, bro. You and I are not communicating right now. Dude, is Alex Jones in the room right now? Is Alex Jones with us? Is that bone broth that I smell in the air? I feel like I'm spinning my wheels in the mud here, bro. I feel like you and I are just going nowhere fast. Bone broth. Gotta drink your bone broth. That's the way it goes. These liberals, they'll tear you apart. They're a wild pack of animals. Look at this one here. Bone broth. Bone broth. It's so funny to me that Alex Jones would be triggered by Ishmael. You would think that he sees eye to eye on a lot of. I mean, he's so anti-science and so anti-capitalism and so anti-fucking corporate hegemony, and like I just don't understand. Well, maybe not anti-capitalism, but definitely anti-corporations and shit. And it seems like that if he really read it, that he would find like some commonality there. But I guess not. Loony cells, man. Loony cells. Hmm. I'm just gonna kick all the way. Whoa. Maybe not all the way. Okay, maybe halfway back. There we go. I'm just gonna kick halfway back. All the way seems like a little much, but halfway back seems doable. Row row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Ring around the rosary, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. No more Indo, gin, and juice. I'm on my way to Chino, rolling on the Grey Goose. Shackled from head to Tizzo, 25 to a Izzel with nowhere to gizzo. For shizzle, dude. Dude, fucking Snoop Dogg invented the Izzle, dude. The fact that every rapper started using it is just a testament to the continuing reach of Snoop Dogg. Think about that. Can't scoop the Snoop. That's still a life goal. Get high with Snoop Dogg. I don't like this train right now. I really rather wish that this train was not coming right now. I wish that the train would go away. Turn around, you damn train. Go back the way you came. Don't pass by here. Don't come in here, California. John Doe's got the upper hand. a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arno. Your dark fire will not avail you in this place, flame of Uldun. Go back to the shadows. And when we reached its pinnacle, I smote my enemy's ruin upon the mountainside. I wish I could delete those books and films from my memories and watch them again. You can, dude, you can. If you love a piece of fiction, you can read it with fresh eyes. Trust me, you can do it. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder was the case that they gave me. Man, that train, man, needs to go the fuck away, bro. Leave us alone, train. Leave us alone. We don't want you. We don't like you. Shoot the train.